why I started a YouTube gaming channel, and what what it means to me to start a YouTube gaming channel. Basically, I started a YouTube gaming channel because I've seen a lot of other gaming channels that was out there, and pretty much everybody was like pretty much like fanboying and basically like telling lies on specs, or they really not wasn't into like computers or technology, so they really didn't know what the specs mean, but they was just saying since the numbers was higher then it was going to be better, pretty much like the Xbox Scorpio and the PlayStation 4 Pro. 2 terabytes really isn't a big difference over what the PlayStation 4 Pro has, and especially since the Pro has aspects of the same technology that the Scorpio is going to have. Like PlayStation took some of the newer software from the new Vega GPU. So that's um that's going to be in the that's going to be in the that's going to be in the game or in the system too. So it's already in the PS4. It's already in the PS4 system, but it's going to be in the Xbox system too. Yeah, but it's going to be in the Xbox system too. I mean, so it's just basically the same technology. It's not the same chipset, but it's the same software technology. Like certain aspects or certain things that the Vega um, GPU or APU that they're making has in it. Sony took that software out and put it into the software of their APU that they made, even though their APU was just basically like two PlayStation regular PlayStation 4 APUs put together. But um, that's what some like Xbox fans or fanboys don't understand. Like you can actually take software components out and put it into different things. So, but I feel like that's what I mean. I can bring to like this type of community because I know those certain things, and I've been playing games for the longest. I like pretty much gaming, basketball, shoes, and technology. That's pretty much everything that I like, my all my hobbies or whatever. So I have a shoe channel, and I have a gaming channel, which is this one. So that's that's pretty much why I started a gaming channel, and pretty much wasn't to get a lot of views. It was basically to, like to get some of like the right information out there. Like right now, me personally, I don't think that the Scorpio is going to be too much better than the PlayStation 4 Pro. Now it is going to be better, but it's not like visually and stuff like that. It's not going to be super. It's not going to be super better because some of the games on PlayStation 4 Pro right now already runs at native 4K. So you're not going to be seeing a whole lot more with the extra 2 teraflops. You're not. So I'm not saying if anybody out there wanted to get one, not to get one, because I'm going to get one, most likely. But I'm all the other channels out there that's basically saying that oh, they're gonna like murder, you know what I'm saying, the pro and everything else like that. First off, they don't have games, so they're not really gonna murder the PlayStation 4 Pro. The PlayStation 4 Pro has a huge library of games, and it's coming out with way more games this year and next year and the year after that. They they've already established that. So, and Xbox really haven't established the fact that they're gonna have games. They're canceling games, but basically what this channel means to me, like I said, it's a way for me to like basically get my point across because I used to look at channels, gaming channels, and listen to them basically lie or tell everything that they knew or whatever, which pretty much wasn't a lot, and and it's like it just wasn't. I mean, good enough for me. I used to basically talk to the screen when I was uh when I was watching them. I used to basically like talk to the screen like, no, that's a lie. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But I mean, like I said, I understand everybody had their own preference, like what gaming system they like and everything. So they gonna lie basically for their system. But um, I have a system. I like playing on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation system, but I'm not gonna lie for that system, and I'm not gonna lie on any other system. Like me when I first not when I first started gaming because I've been gaming um since I was young. I had the original, NES, the one that came with the little robot. If you're old enough, you know that it came with the robot. But I had that system, and that wasn't even my first system. My older sisters, when they had uh, Atari, and I used to play on that before I got the original NES. Um, and I played on that. I pretty much had like almost every system when I was younger. Like I had, well, except for like some of the other ones like Super Nintendo. I didn't get that. I had the regular NES. I had the Sega Genesis. Which one I believe I had? I think I had the 16 and the 32 bit. Um, Let me see. I had this Sony PlayStation One, the Nintendo 64. I had pretty much a lot of the systems. Um, but so I don't really like play favorites. Like I said, if a system comes out and it's just better than the PlayStation system, I'm gonna I'm going to acknowledge it. Like I said, if a system comes out and it might not be better, but it has better games, I'm going to acknowledge it. But if it doesn't, I'm not going to sit back and just act like the PlayStation is straight up better, got better games, and I mean, and if they don't, we just better because we better. It don't really make sense. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know everybody who plays on the PlayStation or on the Xbox. So how are you gonna say that you're just better people? So I mean, it really doesn't make sense. But this gaming channel is basically something so I can get my my point, my view across basically to everybody else. And like I said, that's why I always say at the end of my videos that I comment back to anybody who comments to me, because I like to have I love to have discussions with people about different stuff. Like it's a lot of games that I don't really know about. Yeah, I mean, there really wasn't on my radar when I was playing when I was younger, so I don't really know about those games. But I got into gaming because it was basically like with me and my friends or whatever. Back when people actually used to go over other people's houses, I used to go over my friend's house, play games for hours, then go outside, play basketball, come back in, play games for some more hours, and that's basically how we grew up. Like nowadays, everybody is basically scared of everybody else. They sit at home and play online, and then they talk a whole bunch of junk online. You know what I'm saying, about other people's family members and everything else, and they don't have to back it up. Like you wasn't able to say that back then when I was younger, because if you're sitting right next to the other person, you have to back it up. You know, so you don't say all of this that type of stuff. But now anybody can play with anybody, and it's just, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of everything going on. Like I don't disagree with it. I don't really care about the online features. Like sometimes I hop online and I play online, but I mean, as far as that, like most of the gameplay that I play is like career mode on here, or I play career mode on any game that I get. I pretty much play career mode. I don't really, yeah, I really play like career mode. I don't really play online most of the games that I get, unless it's a game that you have to play online. And then 9 times out of 10, I'm not talking to you unless I know you. So I basically mute my mic, and I don't talk to them. Cause I've had like certain uh it's been certain times that I played online, and people would just be like, you know what I'm saying, it's like certain games, like it's a brand new game, you know what I'm saying, I don't jump into a brand new game claiming that I know how to play. So if I'm playing on there and it's brand new, then I don't know how to play, and people's, you know what I'm saying, basically saying racial comments and everything else, even though you don't know what I look like or anything else like that, and you saying all this stuff because I don't know how to play, and I was on your team or something like that, because the game just came out. I don't. I'm a little bit older, so I don't really deal with that. I mean, like I said, I'm from the old school. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to back it up if you talking junk about me. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of irritates me. But and then some of the games that they were making too, like everybody who was on YouTube was basically saying, "Oh, this game is out cold," but they wasn't really saying anything about like what's messed up about the game. Like 2K, like everybody says now, nowadays everybody says stuff that's messed up about 2K, like online gameplay. Like this is messed up about 2K online gameplay, and this is messed up about 2K online gameplay. But what exactly is messed up about 2K game period? Like like all the stuff that they game do, like when you're running down and you're trying to make a steal, and they make you like run about two, 3 steps back court or away from the person that you're trying to actually steal the ball from. That's a 2K glitch. That's in their game, and basically they do it so it can make it harder for you to actually play the game, instead of just making everything right and on the level, and making that game harder to beat, instead of like having noticeable cheats in the game to where you already know that the game is flawed like that. Because I started playing 2K when the first 2K that I played, I had with Iverson on the cover, and the second 2K that I played, that I own and I still actually have, is the one with Ben Wallace on the cover and on the disc. So in those games, especially the one with Ben Wallace on it, because that's the one I played for the longest. Um, you can do whatever you want in that 2K, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? You try to steal or whatever. You stay right there, or you run alongside of them and you can steal. For some reason, when you try to steal on 2K17, 2K16, they stop you. Like you have to stop in one spot just to steal the ball, or they, when you trying to steal the ball, they stop you, and they make you like jog backwards some or whatever, away from the person with the ball. Like these are flaws that's actually in 2K, but like some YouTubers, they weren't talking about them. they were basically saying, "Oh, the game is great, but Nelson, this is messed up for the online gameplay and stuff like that." But um, I don't play online gameplay. I don't really care about online gameplay like that. It's good. Like my park is good when you have a chance to actually get in the actual game, and people actually pass you the ball. Because pretty much you get on there, you have to have a one friend with you so that they can pass you, they can kick you the ball. Because 9 times out of 10, if it's two people that know each other on there and they're your partners, they're not gonna kick you the ball. So, like I said, it's flawed. It's flawed in so many different ways. That's why I said, as far as 2K, I'm going to be when Live 17 comes out, I'm going to be trying to, or if they switch it to Live 18, I'm going to be trying to see what that's about, because the last Live I bought, I think was 15. It wasn't up to par, but then I think I tried Live 16 and it was all right, but it still needed a little bit of improvement. So I'm gonna see what it's gonna do, because 2K, it seemed like they get a lot of criticism, and people basically tell them what's wrong with the game, and some stuff they try to fix. The stuff that's making them the most money they try to fix, and the stuff that's really not, that's basically just in game stuff, they don't try to fix. They don't too much really care about it. If somebody says, "Oh, well, something's wrong with my team," oh well, yeah, the people was buying packs. People was spending actual money to buy packs, so they're gonna fix that. But if it's something like in the game was like, it's, well, it's a glitch or whatever. When I'm trying to guard my player, then something, the computer just takes over and my player runs down court. They don't fix that. They were like, okay, and that's it. And then it's your player keeps running down court, you know. And then when they do say they fix it, they fix half of it. Like, okay, he don't run down court as much. He still runs down court, but he don't run down court as much. Come on. But like I said, these are pretty much the reasons why I made my channel, because there is nobody out that's basically talking about all of this stuff. Like if you make a game just like back in the day, make a real complete game. I mean, it's good that you can now do updates on the games and stuff like that, and actually fix little glitches or whatever. But when you come out with a game, try to make it the best you can when you first come out with it. Like, it's some games that come out that's come out as just broken. Period. And that's one thing that I say that Nintendo has up on Microsoft and Sony combined, because they don't come out with broken games. That's why they switched back to the cartridges. Basically, is because, I mean, they don't come out with broken games, so they can do that, to where, like, if those cartridges mess up, they don't. I don't know if they can actually do updates on those cartridge based games. So since they don't have any problem with it, they don't need to worry about fixing them. So, and which I think is not it's not really a bad thing, depending on what kind of cartridge it is. Like, cause I know they have micro SD cards and stuff like that can hold as much as a CD. Basically, they can hold a lot, like 40 gigs. Um, and then sometimes they have on sale like 30 gig like memory chips and stuff like that for 15 $20 and stuff like that. So I mean I think it would be good, because like I said, computers already got that. Like, you could buy games on thumb drives and stuff like that, USB sticks and stuff. So like I say, one day games are actually going to switch over to like the USB sticks. It's like you're not going to put a CD in. You're going to basically download the game and you're not going to have to download it offline. Because I think they're going to make it to where like you don't have to download it offline. Because right now most of the internet companies are acting crazy. They're putting caps. They're putting caps on your on data sometimes. Like the last internet service that I had, they put a 300 gig cap on there. And this one right now, I got it's fiber, so I mean, it's unlimited for right now. But they said like the first year, it's unlimited. So I don't really know if they're gonna change it later on. But for right now, it's unlimited. So with them keep doing stuff like that, and then you making games, it's like you have to download, and then it's like 40 gigs a game that you have to download. That's 40 gigs that you download. So a cap if they put a cap on it to where you only have 300 gigs, how many games do you really have that you can actually download? Especially if you're a high consumer of games. Like if you're a real high consumer, like you buy games just like people really, it's not mainstream games, and you buy mainstream games and AAA games and everything else like that, and you just buy like every month, and you buy a lot of them every month. You're going to be paying over for your internet bill. So like I said, I think they're going to switch over to like USB sticks. I do. Dang, he got me. But brick. Oh, I'm all the way back there. I thought I was up there. Dang, he almost jumping. I'm trying to figure out where I'm at. But those are the reasons why I, what I'm saying, I want to start my YouTube channel. And why I think that, I don't know, my channel, I think that my channel is going to get better. I know it's not a lot of people that come through and watch my channel, but I think my channel is going to get better in time. It's because that, like, how much like respect that I actually have for the game. Like everybody who makes games, because like I'm an artist. I like to draw, and I mean I see like all the art that they put into these games and all the time that it takes to design like the games and stuff like that. But if if we don't basically stand up and be like, okay, it's cool if you hold the game back, what I'm saying, and make the improvements that you need to make, and just don't tell us about the game. Just don't tell us about the game. Don't come out and be like, oh, the game is gonna be out in November, and then like a month before November hit, then you be like, oh yeah, we gotta hold the game back. I mean, just don't come out and say anything. If you know the game isn't ready to come out, like, I mean, like you like 2 days away from being finished, no glitches or nothing like that, then you say, okay, yeah, the game is on its way out. So this is the game that's coming out, and I understand that they in a rush because what I'm saying, Sony and Microsoft are like, oh yeah, you got to put these games out. We got to talk about them so we can get hype going and everything. I mean, I understand that, but the game has to be playable at launch. Man, wait. Okay. Yeah, he ran back away from the rim when he was supposed to be going towards the rim for the alley oop. And there's no way that you can actually call for the alley oop, so they be like, okay, let me run for it, like when you have orange juice. Give me the ball. But what I want to know is, what is your thoughts, like on like the gaming industry, and well, actually the like the YouTube gaming like industry basically, because YouTube and the channels basically like are a part of the industry. You know what I'm saying? we start playing the games and tell you that if they're good, or you can see actually through the gameplay like if they're good, and you buy it. So basically we're helping out the devs and the developers and the creators of the game, the people who funded the game and everything. We're helping out all of those, because like I said, if you see it, I know, if I me personally, if I see a game on YouTube that somebody's playing and it's trash. This has been a lot of games that people on YouTube, they actually liked the game, but I seen it, I'm like, okay, yeah, that game is trash, it's not for me. So I didn't have to go up there and pay my money and then not like it and then try to bring it back, and then they don't give me my money back, because they're like, oh yeah, you can't really return games. So we'll give you less than what you paid for it, and it's still a brand new game because I just opened it and I didn't like it, you know. So it's been a lot of videos and stuff like that. But like, what is your thoughts on like as far as like YouTube and stuff like that? Like people saying that like they're non-biased, but really they are, like, cause games that there's games that that are good, and everybody else is across the board is basically saying that they're good, and then just because a person don't like the system that's on it and they say the game is garbage, but they claim that they have, or you do know that they have both systems or whatever, but they claim that the game is garbage. But if that same game come out, or a game that's just like it comes out on their platform, then they're saying that's the best game in the world. I don't really understand that, because it's not a lot of, I don't know, it's just not a lot of, after you do that, it's not a lot of stuff that I can listen to you um about at that point. You know, if after you lie and say a game isn't a great game, after you turn around and say a game isn't a great game after you play it, and you played it and you beat it, and you like, the game was, it was all right. It was pretty much trash. It was, not saying it wasn't all that good, but you played it and you beat it. Like, to me, if a game is trash, I'm not gonna play it and beat it. There's been a lot of games that I bought like that. I bought it and played it, and the game wasn't good, so I just didn't play it again. It just stayed sitting there. It was, yeah, it might have been $65 or whatever down the drain, but I mean, the game was trash. I didn't finish playing it. I didn't want to finish playing it, but just, you know what I'm saying, to sit there and play all the way through it and then turn around later on and then say the game was trash. I mean, I don't really. Thank you. Oh, got him. But like I said, please comment below and tell me, like, what do you think about all this stuff? Um, and what do you like, if you have a gaming channel, or if you like this, like watching viewing gaming channels, like what is the stuff that they talk about the most on gaming channels, but like besides just like games, like I'm talking about other stuff, like as far as them being fanboys, or as far as them, doing whatever, like what is the type of stuff that you like hearing about most from gaming channels, like their experience with games, or you know how they think games are gonna be, like, gonna play out. Oh, if you started this video with me, I bet you thought I was gonna lose this game, because I wasn't really playing at the first beginning of this game. I was too busy talking, because I don't have an Elgato, so I cannot talk over the videos after I already played them. I have to play them and while I'm talking. That's why I do most of my. That's why I do all of my videos that I want gameplay in the videos. That's why I do all of them from my PS4 and with the PS4 because I don't have an Elgato and I can't um, make the videos first and then do a voiceover on them. I do have actually I do actually have like a good microphone. I have a blue snowball, a blue blue snowball microphone, and you already know. I showed it on this channel. My gaming PC or editing PC. It's pretty high end or high mid range or whatever you want to call it. But I mean it's nice. So I can do all that stuff on my computer. All I have to do is get a Elgato as far as the voiceovers, and I'm gonna try to get one of those as soon as I can. I'm just taking care of other stuff right now. But that's the end of this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, please hit the bell hit the bell button so you can get all of my notifications on anytime I make a new video. And I'm out.